damage coming out from Fizzle Cores quite well. Area make it hellish for the TA to try to contest those last hits.
So, as I say that, Chalice ends up finding the kill on the Disruptor, so First Blood will go to the way of LGD. And it's just going to make life that much harder for this TA.
Definitely. Unfortunately, the Underlord's not the fastest hero around.
He'll bring out his bottle. It does have 7 stick charges, but it's just so uncomfortable up this top lane. Meanwhile, bot though, 9 par shot, does end up finding Arme on the Tiny, so a nice pickup for the side of Navi. Finding that position 1, forced to use all those 1 charges, and now just straight back into it. A Phoenix Shield, just run into that T1 tower. He'll proc the Curse of Avernus as well. Just impossible to contest these two. Crystallize trying to do his best to ensure the creep wave doesn't just start hitting the tier 1 tower, but he can't really do much about this as FY now hits the Gale on Crystallize. He's trapped in the tree line, nowhere to go, and he is almost certainly going down though. Here comes Zayak to try and find a trade, and it looks like they will manage to find Chalice. Now FY now could also go down as he does cop a first hit crit. Cause of Na'Vi. The top lane, Chalice again going to be in trouble, should end up going down, and once again this Doom, Zayak really setting up for the team. Scout him out with that Observe Ward being placed. Ilias gets started with the Thunderstrike, and now the Doom comes out, but he got the Avalanche off in time. Still though, the Glimpse back. Now Chalice will come in to try and help out with the Aphotic Shield, and Zayak copying a lot of damage. They did not find Arme on the Tiny, and he's just running his way up, but Pasha does at least find 1 roll, finds a secondary, and does manage to find the kill. Ilias now should go down as a trade, but Navi's certainly going to be pretty satisfied with finding that position 1 Tiny once again. It's going to be a very easy tower for them. They could probably keep going. In fact, someone's saying, yeah, let's go right now. Looks like top lane, Arme, going to be caught out of position once again. Need to try and counter this. Can they get in range though? Arme, he's so close yet so far though. Magical hasn't picked it up yet, but he does get the Aegis. Still Arme runs in, he does not care. Gets a toss off. Rolling Thunder will be there from Pasha though, and they're just controlling up this Chen. Don't let him get that heal off, and he does go down. Now the poison over from FY. Does it do enough? They'll get the Aegis on Magical. Can they kill him a second time though? Ilias gets a glimpse off on the Tiny, but Magical's still struggling. He goes to the TP play, but it will not be good enough. Into the tier 3 tower. Can Navi stop them? I mean, this is so early on, but it just seemed like there's way too much sustain on LGD to actually stop this push from happening.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Slowly losing her tier 3.
Pasha getting a lot of health taken away from him. Still, Fortification will scare them off for a bit. You've still got the Hand of God and Mech available on X-Nova. There's the tier 3 gone. They're just going for Arax now. Why the hell not? Still Pasha jumps in with the Swashbuckle. Now the Static Field and Kinetic Field and Static Storm. Rolling Thunder will come through. They've got the Doom off onto the Underlord, so he can't really Dark Rift away. He's copying a fair bit of damage, and they do manage to take him out, but now Poison over. FY will commit it. The buyback is there from Somnus. And Somnus actually... Where is Somnus?
He's there.
Right. Well, that's the top rack's gone. Magical is taking down the tier 2 mid tower though.
Definitely are finding the farm. We need to translate that to something.
Hit a Malice, and the Rod of Atos is there. How do you get yourself out of this one? You probably can't. Stun were there from X-Nova, though no, the Swashbuckle will be enough. So Navi will continue to just push out that top tier 1 tower, try and drag back the side of LGD. In fact, Chalice almost goes down, but there's the Dark Rift coming up from the Underlord. And now suddenly the rest of LGD are here and ready to take a team fight. They're going to make a chase. Crystallize, where are you going, sir? Trying to go after the backlines.
LGD is going to be wasting a lot of time, and that does buy a lot of space for Magical.
FY almost getting caught out by Crystallize. We'll just Glimmer Cape his way away. Now Arme gonna find Crystallize, though doesn't really get the Avalanche off in time. Bot lane, looks like they do end up finding out Chalice. Borrow time is going to be available, but it looks like they are going to surround him anyway. Kinetic Field will come out, and Chalice, understanding he cannot survive this, will just end up standing there and taking the death. Meanwhile, Magical down at the bot lane has eyes on Arme. Chalice is going to reveal himself magical. Going to start moving forward with that double damage. Borrow time is available though on Chalice, so he doesn't really have too much risk of dying here, and he will survive. Meanwhile, top lane, however, Rolling Thunder is there. X-Nova getting controlled up. Arme will move in, but misses the avalanche on every single person. This could be in trouble as Crystallize now makes his way down as well. They have a third, and there's Zayak getting the Doom off straight away. Melt Strike as well, and Somnus, he just melts. He really is not as tanky as he thought he would be once that TA gets in there. But then again, there's a Roshan being taken. LGD, they'll happily give Somnus' life away for the ages, it seems, and Arme will go ahead and pick it up.
With one Rax being taken so early on, Navi has not shown any weakness at all, and LGD, their objectives have slowed down.
FY just gets melted, magical. They scout out the TA thanks to that courier. They get the Rod of Atos out. The magical will just blink out of there. Now Rolling Thunder from Pasha straight onto X-Nova once again. And X-Nova, do you even get the Hand of God out in time? You absolutely do not. Chalice still trying to fight, but he doesn't really deal much damage as the Abaddon. Now who do they go for after this? They go for the Doom straight onto the Underlord, though Static Storm and Kinetic Field onto that Underlord. Somnus just copying everything. Chalice now doesn't want to borrow this any longer, but Magical jumps straight on top of him. Still, borrow time will be there, but go for Arme instead. And with that, it looks like Chalice will eventually go down. And well, I can probably say the same for Arme in just a second as they are continuing this chase. Slows it there. Chalice gets glimpsed back while trying to TP. Does go down in the end, and Arme as well will lose his Aegis. There's no help coming for this Tiny. He's just a sitting duck. He'll try to make a run. It'll be to no avail though, as Navi outpost once again, but Navi, or Pasha rather, is TPing in. So this could be pretty dangerous for him, but he seems pretty confident as Zayak is around as well. They'll get the outpost before that 30-minute mark, and now Pasha could be in trouble. He'll Rolling Thunder, and it looks like he'll be fine. FY now could be in trouble on the Veno. Him caped up, trying to run away. He does still have his 4-staff, but there's the Kinetic Field Static Storm. Still no. They get the bash off with the Meld Strike, though. He does go down. Now Somnus being chased down. They got the Doom off from Zayak. Arme trying his best to help, but everyone's BKB'd up on the side of Navi. They'll find another. The Crystallize falling low, but he gets a time-lapse off, and now Pasha. Rolling Thunder will be there, and they just want Arme. Still, though, buyback will come out from Somnus. But look at this Rolling Thunder from Pasha just going through all of them. Controlling up the back lines. They have found the Doom. Now the Avalanche toss from Arme should find one, and they do get Zayak down. Navi, though, smoke up and just immediately run away. But they found Arme, and they will get the glimpse off. BKB has been forced out of the Tiny, and that was his 10-second charge that he had to expend, and now the Doom. They jump straight in Zayak onto the Underlord. They want Somnus dead. Arme going to try and man-fight this, but he's going to lose his Underlord pretty darn fast, and does. Now the BKB wears off, and Arme suddenly not really as tanky. FY gets the Poison Over off at the very least, and now Navi, they don't want to borrow this any longer, it seems, as they will go after Zayak. Zayak will end up falling. Pasha, though, still going now. They plan to try and turn this around. It's a 4v2 situation anyway for the side of Navi, so there's nothing to really be afraid about. Chalice, while he has borrowed time available, does he actually get away? Well, Arme is actually still in the back, taking down Ilias on that Disruptor, but now he will end up dying, surely. As Chalice gets the Aphotic Shield off, Crystallize still going to chase him down. In fact, he does manage to run away, but it will cost Abaddon's life in the process.
I reckon Magical might actually finish this fine raid.
Well, Arme, jump in. Chalice brought back as well. They really don't want to give this Roshan away right now to Navi. Crystallize force the BKB and get the hell out. Magical falling quite low as well, but Pasha is keeping every single person at bay. And now with Arme's BKB down again, they may feel confident enough to go back in. Roshan is low, but Pasha hasn't backed off. He's going to go for the still. It's a bit too early. Pasha, Avalanche will be there. The Roshan still falling, and Arme does pick up the Aegis. And with that, Pasha should just die. He has no mana left. They will actually not find him. Glimmer Cape is apparently very imbalanced this patch, John, because nobody has detection. Bot lane Arme. He has help behind him, but they jump him so darn quick. Half his HP gone, but he will turn around with that BKB. Again, the Glimmer Cape Just saving Magical for now, though. He runs back into them, but they go after X-Nova. Ghost Scepter will not save him. He just gets destroyed by Magical. And now the Abaddon falling low. Challenge still surviving for now, but the borrowed time does come out as well. Arme, what do you do here as the Tiny? Kinetic Field is there. They've trapped him up. They'll go after Chalice first on the Abaddon. And with that, Arme is just a sitting duck. No help around him. He is going to go down. That was the Aegis at least. Still no help around him though. He's definitely going to go down here. He'll try to go for a bit of a fight, but they're just way too tanky on the side of NAVI. Available on LGD right now.
No. It's going to be rough. They won't have their two big cores up for this defense, and the tier 4 for NAVI is being chipped away by the creeps, but I don't think it's going to go fast enough.
F5 Poison Nova expended, but it will not help that much as he does go down. You do just have his buyback available, and he will use it immediately. NAVI, though, definitely not backing off this Rax. They're going for more X-Nova. He was there for a second, but he just seems to have disappeared. It's Magical. We'll take care of him. Now, the mid-tier 3. Why the hell not? They won't have the option to go after the top racks as there is still a tier 2 tower outstanding, so why not just go after the tier 4s instead? And they take them pretty darn quick. LGD, how do you defend this? They're still missing 3 heroes. Trying to buy time for Arme to be back up on that Tiny. They are going to lose both tier 4s as well as 2 Raxes, and that's going to be it for NAVI second. This does seem like bait from NAVI, but Arme trying to go into the back lines, but smoke on smoke action. They both break. Daedalus is there from Arme. They jump straight onto, well, that Pasha. He is gone before the Rolling Thunder. The Magical found X-Nova straight off the bat. The buyback is there from the Chen. LGD, do they keep going? Pasha also brought back and is back up at the top lane. Magical going after X-Nova. Rolling Thunder will be there, connecting with pretty much everyone in LGD. FY commits the Poison Nova as well. Crystallize just going after X-Nova on that trend, trying to find that dieback, and now Magical comes in. He cleans him up. Arme got to be very careful about how much damage he cops. And Meld will not find the kill.
Arme!
He's been stuck behind Arme.
They got the glimpse.
Somnus now. Trying to find something out of nothing. I think this game's just gone though, as LGD are falling one by one. Chalice is the only one left. Oh. NAVI just giving it to him. The hold out. There's the Divine coming out on Magical, so...
Here we go.
And there's the GG. Chalice will have none of it, John. We will not see the Divine crit.
Man. Still, NAVI, 9-34 up against LGD. 35k network lead. Look, they lost a lot of ground early on. LGD could not let